Hello. In this video, we're going to work on cropping stage. To go to cropping stage, we need to add the image to either banner or icon by clicking add a button here. Upload one image, then you're gonna see the cropping stage. In this specific video, we're going to focus on header and footer. If you watch it carefully, the description is updated and the footer, the buttons are different. Here, rendering cancel and the save button, whereas the stage 2 has back and next buttons because their behaviors are different here. And here we have a zoom feature. I will deprioritize this because in the next video, we can resize the cropping frame anyway. This feature is not as valuable as our main feature in the next video. Okay, then let's check one more thing here. If you go to the avatar image, then you're gonna see the description is different, right? So we're gonna work on this. Let's have fun now. Okay, currently we have the dialog looking like this. We don't have way to crop the image yet, right? It's just a rendered up preview card directly. This is not something that we want. When we upload one image, then we want to move to the stage for cropping. So let's go there and then find it out how to start. If you open up the community create dialog, then you're gonna see the dialog that includes preview and then form, which you're looking at here. Okay. In the stage 2 inside of the form, we are having onChange function. This onFileChange function will send us the file. And we are handling the file in this function. Here, we are doing something, but we don't need this. We're going to do slightly different. So I'm going to delete this. Instead, we're going to set image state with the file and type for now. We do not have it yet, so we need to create one. Second thing that I want to do is set a stage, either the banner cropping or avatar cropping. These two things that we want to do. Okay, so these state and stage will help us to navigate to different stages. Okay, we don't have this state yet, so let's create it without those two. I'm gonna copy here for now because we'll be using it. And then right up here, I'm gonna create one more state with a use state. The type will be the community image. That includes the file and then type. We need to change it, right? And then I'll be passing this type to this new state. This state will be holding either community image or no. The reason why I said no is we don't want to have image all the times, right? When user upload image here, then we want to set the image. And when we cancel it, like here, that we don't want to hold the file anywhere. That's why we are holding null. So we're going to call it image set image. Looking good. Then let's just set the image here. Here, I'm going to do set image with the file and type. Awesome. First thing is done. Second thing is set stage with the community create stage. But we don't have the banner cropping or avatar cropping. So let's go in and then create more. Here, the one stage will be banner stage, which is 2.1. The reason why I do decimal is this stage belongs to stage 2, but not exactly 2, right? And this is not stage 3, nor 4. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. And avatar stage will be 2.2. Awesome. Then this one is good, right? Let's go back here. Then now we're going to add the banner stage. but this guy needs to be done dynamically, right? This will be happening if the type is equal to banner. Then we are setting the stage banner stage. When the type is avatar, then we want to set the avatar crop stage. Okay, looking good. This one is done. Then with the image state, let's go here. We want to render things a little bit dynamic. If you go to cropping stage, we don't want to show the preview nor the form, right? Let's hide it. I'm gonna say, let's go down here. The preview card is here. The logic is when user is on the stage 1 or 2, then we render community preview. This one is correct. We don't need to touch anything. But the form will be rendered all the times. So not to do that, I'm going to render a little bit dynamic here. Giving the curly braces, when user is cropping, then we want to render when user is not cropping, right? We don't have this variable yet, but we're going to create it right above here. So here I'm going to call it is cropping. When user cropping means when user is either on the community create stage dot banner stage, or user is on avatar stage. And since we have image the state, let's use that for the safety. When we have image, then we want to call it is cropping. Image can be community image or no, right? We need to convert it to Boolean, right? When the value is a true C, then we're going to convert it to true. When falsy, we're going to convert it to false. This double bang is doing that for us, okay? So then this one is good. And then I'm going to have one more element here. Instead of form, when user is cropping, I want to render just the one div tag with the text cropping for now. Then let's take a look how it's looking, okay? We're going to face a little bit of issue, but let's take a look, okay? So let's add the image. Oh yeah, of course, nothing easy, right? It says cannot read the properties undefined. Inside of the file, dialog header, and then it is because of the constants community create dialog header, right? So let's go there, right? The header here, let's go in. Then, of course, we're going to have some error, right? That is because this constant only have two different stages, right? So when user is on the cropping stage, such as banner crop, then the value will be 2.1. So when this stage is trying to access to 2.1, we don't have any values for that, right? That's why this error is happening. So what I would do is I'm going to copy those two and then change to the banner stage and then avatar stage. Then the error will be gone for now. Let's take a look at the image, upload one. Look at that. Then now the preview card nor the form are rendered, but cropping is rendered. Looking good. Since we're here, let's change the description, okay? While we are cropping the banner, we need to have this description, right? So when banner stage, we're gonna render this one. And when we are cropping the avatar, we're gonna render this guy, right? Let's do that here. Yeah, looking good. Let's quickly test it first. Yeah, banner is looking good. And when we press the back, it's gonna break. So I'm gonna refresh it for now. And then when we are unloading the avatar that we are rendering, icon must be 101, right? Then let's do refactor here, because this component doesn't want to know too much thing. Instead of handling the stage inside here, I would rather receive the title and description and render it like this. It's a simpler, right? Then this component doesn't need to know too much a thing, right? So I rather delete this and then receive the title string and description string. Yeah, that's it. Simple as that. Then this component is staying as dummy. Then let's continue here. This guy, I'm gonna put it into the constants file here. So I'm gonna paste it and then export it and make sure we save this enum. And then let's go here. I'm gonna save it. Error is gone. In the dialog, what I would do is passing the right props, right? The title, that is the community, create dialog header text, stage dot title, and save. And then I'm gonna copy and change it to description. Yeah, this way is a little bit better, right? More reusable, right? Yeah, awesome. Then header part is fully done, I guess, right? So let's make a quick commit, okay? So here, git add, git commit, render the cropping stage and update header. Awesome. Then let's continue here. The next thing that I want to do is this footer, because currently when we click the back here, it's going to break. At the same time, the buttons are not close and save buttons, right? Take a look. It says cannot read the properties of undefined, the title, right? It breaks. The reason why it's breaking is if you go to the previous button and they're back here, that we're decrementing by 1, right? From the banner stage, which is 2.1, when we decrement by 1, then the value will be 1.1, which we don't have. That's why the error is happening. So instead, let's go to the footer here. I want to render the cancel button when we are on the stage 2.1, which is banner cropping or avatar cropping. So here, the same thing. I don't want this component to know too much a thing. So instead of having this complex logic, I rather have is cancelable, okay? And when is not cancelable, I want to render back button, right? Then those two buttons will not render at the same time. And here we have a next button, but we want to have a save button as well, right? So I'm going to change the text to saves and leave those two variants, but not disabled. I'm going to delete that. At the same time, we need to have the event that is on save click, right? So looking good. This button will be rendered when is savable. And the next button will be rendered when is not savable, right? Then it makes sense. Then these two buttons never coexist, and these two buttons never coexist, right? Looking good. Then let's accept the props here. Stage is not necessary. I'm gonna delete that. We need to have is cancelable, that is a boolean, and I'm gonna copy it and then change it to is savable, right? Awesome. Then we need to receive those props, right? Saving. Awesome. Then yeah, almost done. We have one more, the handler, which is on save click, right? Let's copy it, change the name to save click, and receive it. All the errors are gone. Awesome. Then let's handle it in the parent component, right? Let's delete stage, and then let's have those props. It's cancelable when user is on the community create stage that is 1, right? Or when user is cropping. Yeah, the reason why this logic works is this. So take a look. Where user is cropping, we render cancel, right? And another situation we render cancel is on the stage 1, right? When you go to next, even stage 3 doesn't have cancel button, right? And stage 4 doesn't have a cancel button. That's why, right? That is the logic. And when it's savable, user is cropping. Yeah, looking good. And one more handler here on save click, we're gonna just pass the anonymous function that doesn't do anything for now. And then we're gonna handle later. To do add functionality. Okay, yeah, looking good. Then let's take a look that we probably see the cancel button now. Let's add the image here. Then you're gonna see cancel or save. Save doesn't do anything. Cancel button, take a look. It's gonna close the dialog. Yeah, it is expected. The reason why it's closing is because we have the component called the dialog close that wraps the cancel button. Maybe we can go with a different way. So there are two options. One is managing with the state, the dialog here, right? The open and on change, on open change, right? That's one option. Then what it means, we need to have one more state. Second option is we can prevent the default behavior just by adding on click, and with the event that we are receiving, we can prevent the default. Then take a look what's going to happen. Even though you have dialog close, it's not going to close it, right? So there are two options. For now, you know what? I don't know which one is best, but I would stick with this one, okay? So what I would do is I'm gonna just cut it and then pass the on close click, okay? And then get the on close click. Then what it means, we need to receive the event that is mouse event from React, and then pass the HTML button element, okay? Then receive this function and then pass right in, right? Then in the parent component, let's go down. I'm gonna receive the on close click, and then we'll be handling the close. Yeah, close button, I'm gonna create it right above here, okay? So const handle close will be a function. Inside of here, we're gonna prevent default not to close the modal if the user is cropping, and we're gonna set stage to 2. Since we added image when we are handling the file, right? Set image and the set stage, right? We need to do those two together, okay? So set stage and then set image to null. So there are a couple of things we need to do. What I would do is we're going to receive the event that is mouse event, then React for HTML button element, and we're going to prevent the default, and we need to check the condition, right? Let's do if user is cropping, then we're going to prevent the default and set the stage 2, right? Set stage, that is community create stage 2. And at the same time, we want to set image without no. Yeah, looking good. Then we can just remove here and then move this guy to up here, okay? Yeah, since all the variables are here, right? And the handlers are here too for the footer, right? Looking good. Then let's quickly check. When we add image, then we're gonna see cancel button. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that. Goes back to the second stage. And then when we add the avatar, oh, look at that. It renders cancel and the save. Save doesn't do anything, but cancel goes back to stage 2. Awesome. Looking great, right? Let's make a commit here. Git add, git commit, render buttons differently while cropping on footer. Awesome. What else? I think I found one small thing to fix here, just to watch out here, right? So when user cancels it after unloading, then we don't want to hold this file anymore, right? Take a look here. When user adds image and then cancel, no file is existing. Only when user hits save, then we're gonna hold the file, right? This thing is happening. That is because we are setting the file to our form state. If you go up here, we have a form here, right? We are setting the value to our form. This is happening inside of the stage 2. If you go in here, in the form field, we have a drop down. When onDrop event happened, we're calling onChange function here, along with the onFileChange, right? This onChange function is coming from the render. This guy is setting the state inside of the form. Now, I don't want to do that because our process has changed, right? So I'm going to delete this and delete this. Yeah, then it should fix. Let's take a look. Delete everything and then add the image and cancel. Look at that. Now it no longer adds it. In the avatar, also same thing. Go to cancel. Yeah, nothing added, right? Looking great. This is exactly what I want. So then let's try to make a git commit here. Git add, git commit. Remove on change function, not to set up the file to form. Awesome. Then what else? What else? I think no errors, nothing. Let's quickly check if there's anything we can polish here. This file is a little bit too big, so we may be missing something. This one is good. It's okay. And it's okay. And this one is okay. Yeah, all okay in general. Yeah, reset fields. It's okay. It's okay. But this guy, we can create a variable if you want, like is preview visible, maybe. Yeah, how about that? So let's create one and then move it. Okay, is preview visible. The condition is user is on the stage 1 or 2, right? Yeah, this one is good. And what else? Yeah, the rest seems pretty okay in my opinion. One thing is I don't like this click, 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 right? I want to simplify it a little bit. So let's do that here, okay? So just bear with me. I'm gonna move this variable to the top first, okay? Cut it. And then where all the variables are, I'm gonna put it here together, okay? Then let's go. In the footer, I'm gonna change the name, okay? So here, let's remove the click, 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 okay? So here, I'm gonna delete it and delete it. The same thing here. Remove, click, 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 click. And then let's just select them. Click, click, and click. Then I can just remove all together, right? Yeah, this one is a little bit better. And what it means, we need to remove it here too. Let's delete that. Awesome. Then mostly done, right? Same, we don't need to worry. Footer is looking okay still, right? Yeah, what else? Stage 2, we fixed it. The stage 1, let's not worry. Okay, I think it's pretty good. So I'm gonna make a commit and then wrap it up, okay? So git add, git commit, polish. Awesome. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.